Okay, what did we discuss in our last class? Can you remember?
Sir, last class we have
Mm-hmm.
complete two lab.
Okay, what is that? What is the topic?
Topic is
Three dot means it's continue.
stack code 100,
Come in.
stack 100 and input output user
Start this file
input
with
user and
that
output user
because when you insert the figure
and
Yeah,
in
but
this
exit
মানে ওটার
file,
আউটপুটটা
there are
কি ছিল?
it is not visible sometimes. So that's why you need to change. There are lots of
move
parameters.
ace
If you
one and
make that figure and you want to write a paper, so
first
you,
input
after
and second input,
inserting
sir.
Mm,
in your
first
paper, you see
input,
that
second
you cannot
input.
see the
Okay,
writing properly, so you cannot see the access properly. In that case,
okay,
you
so
need to
we
change. So figure form,
okay. Did
you
we
click in
name
that.
this program for interrupt system program, division by zero and overflow interrupt?
No,
Hmm?
no,
No, yes.
no, sir.
Okay. Okay, so today we're going to okay, so today we're going to discuss some new concept like loop concept. Loop.
Sir, may I ask you something, sir?
Yes.
Sir, when we are going to give the final exam of the lab class, then maybe it will held on 2 or 3 semester later. So that time, sir, how can we give the exam? Because after that time, sir, is it possible to remember everything that we are learning now?
Yeah, how can I answer that?
Because sir, the government is saying only the students who are from last semester can attend the uh, lab exams. Then maybe our exams will be taken after 2 semester or 3 semester. Then
Mm-hmm.
the period is
Maybe,
much longer.
yeah,
So
maybe
the
in
yes
Mars.
sir, yes sir. So that time, sir, we will forget everything, sir. So how can we give the exam, sir, without any class or practice?
Yeah, but we have to practice now because university has already offered the lab. আমরা আসলে টিচাররা যারা ছিল তারা কিন্তু ইউনিভার্সিটিতে বলছিল যে ল্যাবগুলো এখন তাহলে অফার করার দরকার নাই। তো ইউনিভার্সিটি এখন এটাই ভালো মনে করতেছে ল্যাব অফার করবে এখন।
অথবা স্যার পরীক্ষা নেওয়ার আগে যদি স্যার 1-2 দিন আমাদেরকে আবার নতুন করে দেখাতে হয় তাহলেও হয়, বাট স্যার বাট
হ্যাঁ, সেটা
উইদাউট
দেখায় দেওয়া যাবে 1-2 দিন, ঠিক আছে। কিন্তু এখন তো তখন যদি খুলে তখন 1-2 দিন দেখানোর কোনো ব্যাপার না, কারণ তখন তো আমরা ভার্সিটি থাকি। এখন খোলার পরে তো 2-1 দিন দেখানো যায়, কিন্তু এই মুহূর্তে এখন যদি এক্সাম নেই মানে ধরেন যে আপনাদের যায় হুট করে একদিন গিয়ে এক্সাম, তখন কিন্তু 2-3 দিন থাকা একটা ডিফিকাল্ট হয়ে যায় করোনার মধ্যে। এখন করোনা সিচুয়েশন যদি কন্টিনিউ করে, ধরেন যে করোনা সিচুয়েশন কন্টিনিউ করতেছে, আপনাদের এক্সাম চলে আসে, মানে আপনারা ফাইনাল ইয়ারে চলে গেলেন, তখন কিন্তু আপনাদের 2-3 দিন দেখানো একটু ডিফিকাল্ট হবে। আর যদি মানে সব ওপেন হয়ে যায়, ইন দ্যাট কেস কিন্তু আপনাদের 2-3 দিন কেন 4 দিন 5 দিন যে কয়দিন দেখাতে পারবেন। Okay, so we can start our today's program. So hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, so yeah, so let's write it. So today we are going to show how to write hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I lost my electricity. Okay, let's wait. I have to buy some. Okay, so you can see my screen. Okay, so uh, okay, I don't have that much charge in my mobile phone. Okay, let's see how much we can continue. Hopefully, electricity will come. Okay, so you have to. Okay, so we're going to write program for loop. Okay, for loop program. So for loop. So okay, so semicolon marks the beginning of a comment. So we'll start our program by comment for loop. So for, okay, let me write down in capital letter for loop. Okay, so that means we are going to start a for loop. So you can write your name. Okay. So after that, so you can write how you can assign that for loop. So how can you assign that? So you have to assign the model. So dot. Okay, so model always starts with dot. So what kind of model? It may be small model, medium model, or large model. That does not matter. The thing is, on your assigned model, so you have to start with a dot. So we're going to okay, so we're going to assign a model, and okay, so dot model. So that is how we write. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So dot model. So okay, so model. Okay, spelling is okay, I think. Okay, and we're going to assign a model, and our model is you can see if you study chapter 4, there are several types of model: small, large, medium. So for our program, small model is enough. So we can assign a small. Dot model is small. So after that, you have to assign the offset address. So that is what we assign by stack. So dot stack 108 dot stack stack 108. So that is the starting stack number, and in your program you have some data. So to as I mean, you have some variable. If you want to assign variable in your program, you have to write dot data. Okay, and in emulator in assembly program, so you can write in capital letter or small letter. That does not matter, because you can see capital and small does not affect in assembly language. But if you assign that in the uh, MATLAB or any other kind of program, so in that case it matters. So here you can write everything in capital, or you can mix up capital and small letter. That does not affect anything. So dot data. So why we have written dot data? Because we like to assign some variable here after dot data. So we are going to assign a variable that is called x variable. So x, that is the name of the variable, and this is a byte type variable. That's why we have written db. So x is the name, db is the db indicates that is the x variable is a byte, and here we are going to assign some string, and string is loop concept. So loop concept. So we're going to discuss loop concept here. That's why we have written the loop concept in our variable. So, and you have to end it by, okay, it is not and sign, but you have to end it by dollar sign. I think it's a dollar sign. So dollar sign indicates, so that is the end of this string. And after that, you have to finish that by some. Okay. So you assign the variable x variable. Now we're going to write our program. So main program. So main program always starts with a procedure. So you have to write main PROC. PROC is for procedure. So we are going to start the main procedure. Now, before writing the program, so you have to initialize the segment address. So you have to initialize DS, data segment to address. And you have initialized already offset by stack, but you have to also initialize the segment address. So how can you initialize that, this segment address? To initialize that, so you have to write two lines. So that is move AX, comma, at the rate of data, move X, comma, at the rate of data. And you have assigned variable here, that is the X variable. That's why, and those falls on the data type, and that's why you have to initialize this segment address, because you have to store this variable. Okay, so move X at the rate data, then you have to move that. So whatever the address for data that is loaded in register X, that is what you have to move to the segment address in data segment. So register. So move ds, comma ax. Okay, so after that, so we're going to write our program. So what we want to do, we want to display this right okay, this string, what is written here, loop concept. So that is what we want to display. So how can we display that? So we have to write a code for display this loop concept. Okay, so if you emulate it now, so and if you run it, what can you see? You can see, you cannot see anything, right? So you have to display that. So to display this loop concept, variable is already assigned and variable is already loaded in the address, but you have to you want to display that variable. So we have a code for displaying assembly, and that is move age comma 9, move a age comma 9. So then you have to load the effective address of variable x. So effective address means, so you have already
Exactly.
loaded your variable here in this address. So you have to load effective address of variable x. So how can you do that? So you have to write li means load effective address dx comma x. So x is your variable and you have to load the address of x in register tx, and then you have to end it by end 21 hex. Okay, so this is the code for displaying displaying this line loop concept. Okay, so if you run this, okay, so and 21 hex. Okay, so Lee dx, okay, Lee dx comma x, everything is correct here, and 21 hex. Okay, I think so far it is correct. Okay, let's see. Let's finish this program. Okay. Okay, so this is the
Sir,
code for,
in
yes.
that DB loop concept, sir, here is the both symbol are the same, sir. Is it right, or here we quotation symbol actually? XDB loop concept, the dollar symbol. Here is both
Yes, that is the,
quotation symbol is
yeah, that is the
same.
quotation.
Starting and last symbol is same.
Yeah, that is the code.
This is the ending quotation
That is the
symbol, and
quotation we are getting.
what's about the
What about this one?
what's about the first one, sir? This will be same, or is
Yeah, it will be same. So starting and ending, so it doesn't matter. So it will not make any problem. Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. I don't have idea. That is good. Okay.
Yeah, so you can also use double quotation. It will not hamper your work. I think it's working. You know, double quotation also works. Okay, so okay, so after that, suppose if you want to display this line, okay, so you'll see that result later because we have to finish that. Okay, so we have written these three lines. So after writing these three lines, so you want to go to the new line. So you have a new line code for that. So we have a new line code. So what is our new line code? So that is always same. So new line code is always same. Display code is always same. Whatever the message you are going to display. So move AH, comma 2. So if you studied chapter 4A to Z, I think you already know this code because all are discussed there in details. So move AH, comma 2. AH, comma 2 is for printing the new line. Okay, whatever, everything you can print by move AH, comma 2. Not only new line. Now we have to assign the new line we are going to print by move AH, comma 2. So for that, what you have to do? You have to write move TL, comma 10 and 21 hex. Then you have to write move TL, comma 13. So one is for line feed, other is for carriage return. So this is 10 for carriage return, I think, and 13 for line feed. And 21 hex. Okay, so then you are printing a new line. Okay, so after printing the new line, so we want to see the loop concept. So what is our loop here? Suppose we want to print in our loop from letter A to letter Z. So English letter A to Z. That is what we want to print. Okay. So in our loop, we want to print English letter A to Z. So you know that if you want to count loop counter, which register is acting as a loop counter, you already studied that. Can you remember which register acts
Sir,
as a loop
CX,
counter?
CX,
Yes,
sir.
yes. So CX acts as a loop counter. So you're going to count how many letter you are going to print. So you're going to print how many letter English letter 26, right? So you have to put that value here. So how many letters you're going to count? So we're going to count. So A, B, C, D, A, B to Z. So that is 26 letter A to Z. And after that, so you want to start printing the first letter. You are going to count, but after that, you are what you want to do. So you want to print the first letter. Okay. So first letter, how can you print that first letter? So you have to write printing code. So move base comma move base comma 2. That is the printing code you can see. So then you have to write move base comma 2. So that means you want to print something. What you want to print? You want to print the first letter, first English letter. So how can you do that? So you have to write. Yeah, you have to, what you have to write? You have to write move DL register. So we want always show the output in the DL register. Okay, so move DL comma, we want to print letter A. So you have to put letter A. So you can put single quotation or double quotation. It does not matter. See capital A. Capital A. Okay. So this line will print letter A. So we have written move S comma 2, and letter A will print. Then what we have to do, we have to increment. So we already print letter A. After printing letter A, CX will count from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 26. And then this 26, CX will automatically count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this, up to 26. So CX will count that. And what you have to do, you have to increment the value of TL one by one. So at the time. So how can you increment that? So you have to write increment command INC to increment the value of uh, uh, DL. Currently DL has A, but if you want to print B, then it should be B increment 1. So something like that. So how can we do that? So we have to okay, take a okay some new suppose we can make a loop here. So how can we do that? Suppose P is my loop. So in that P, we want to start with and 21 hex, because when your A will print, so that should be end by 21 hex and 21 hex. And after that, so what you have to do, you have to increment the value of TL. So you have to write INC TL. So it will automatically increment one by one according to the count register CX. So CX will increase, and at the same time, the value of TL will be incremented by one. And you have to close this loop. So you made a loop here. So, and the name of the loop is P. You can give any name, whatever you want. So loop P, so capital P. So that is the end of this loop. Okay, so that is the end of this loop, and we want to exit our program now. So we have taken everything. So how can we exit our program? So to exit that, you know the exit port, right? We already discussed before. So move A is comma is comma 4C is, I think. So 4C is, okay, that is the exit code. Then you have to write in 21 is, that is the inter 21 is when you finish some task, you always put that interrupt. And if you want to know more, please study chapter 4, interpreting to one, and discussing details in chapter 4. So, okay, so this is our exit code, and after that we started a main procedure here, main PROC. So we have to end that main procedure because we have writing our program. So how can we do that? So main PROC, that is the started, and main NP, and NP, that is the end procedure. We always write the same way. There is no change. So whatever the program you're going to write, so you always write main NP, and then you write end main, end main. Okay, so that is the end of your code. Yeah, so this is our code for loop concept, for how loop concept works, and maybe hopefully it will work. Okay, so you can see here, so two lines painted here. First is loop concept, and second is English letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are the letters, English letters. Now, okay, so now okay, so if I tell you to print loop concept, after that the even নাম্বার 2 4 6 8 10 12 এভাবে যদি আমি আপনাকে বলি যে 50 পর্যন্ত প্রিন্ট করবেন, 2 থেকে 50, 2 4 6 8 করেন এটা। Someone please do it.
Sir, before it, sir, would you like to explain again? Just summary, sir, of this
Yeah,
program.
okay, summary, okay, definitely. So this is
Thank you,
the
sir.
model. So dot model is small, and that is the stack. So you are starting assign the stack. These 3 line you always write. So these 2 line you always write in your program. Okay, that is the general one. So these 2 line you always write in your program, and
Okay,
then
sir,
after
this 3
that
line, okay.
these 2 line you
2
always
line,
write.
okay.
Yes, after that you write dot data if you have variable. Okay.
Okay.
If you have variable, then you have you will write dot data, and you have a variable here. You can see this is a byte variable, and what it says loop concept. Okay, so you want to print that line, loop concept. After that, you started the main procedure here. You always write this, whatever the
Yes, sir, main
program.
PROC. Yes.
Then after that, and main p and main main
Procedure.
np main end main. So that is the end of the program. Main np means end of the procedure, and main means end of the program. So these 2 lines you always write. Okay.
Okay, sir, for all the program.
Yes, so all the program, and also for all the program you can write this, that is the exit code. So that means we are going to
Exit.
end the
Program.
program. Yes, so after, and these 2 line you will write because you have assigned a variable, and you have to load the address of that variable. So how can you load that? So you have to load that address to the DS register. So you have given at the red data. So why you have given at the red data here? Because dot data, and there you have maybe 1 variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, whatever the variable you assign, you don't give at the rate X, you give at the rate of data. So for all those 3 variable, the address, segment and offset address will automatically load if you write these 2 lines. Okay. Segment address will be loaded to register DS is the data segment register. Whatever variables we have, 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Then we write this 3 line. This 3 line is only for displaying the loop concept. Got it?
Yes, sir. So whatever
Suppose,
we write here, this code is display this, right, sir?
Yeah, so if you assign another variable, suppose y, then you have to write again here 2 times. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And if you omit that, it will not display actually. Look, so first line is not displaying right now because loop concept
Yes,
is
sir.
not
The loop
displaying.
concept is hidden now. Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, so after writing the loop concept, you want to give a space, right? So, I mean, you want to go to the new line, then you write the output. So that is for going to the new line. That is the line. It will create line. So this is the carriage return. If you read chapter 4, you'll get that code. So this code, total code. So this 10 is for carriage return, and that is a constant value 10. So it will always remain 10. And this is the 13, that is a constant value 13 for line feed, that is always remain 13, and 2 for printing the line. So this is for new line. If you don't write that,
Yes, sir.
so it will not go to the new line. You can check that by omitting semicolon, means you are commenting your code. So this
Okay, sir.
code
Okay,
will
sir.
not
Let's
affect
see.
your program. So just comment it, then you can see everything is in the same line. So that is to make it more, I mean, understandable. Okay.
Whatever we did in the backslash in programming C, that's this
Right.
pipeline.
Here in assembly it is semicolon, and if you go to the MATLAB, that is percentage. Different language, different same thing, but
Yes, sir.
syntax
Got
is
it.
different.
This pipeline will for new lines code.
Yeah, to create new line. After that, the CX is the count register. So whatever you want to count, you have to keep that here. So you are counting now letter A to Z. So that's why there are 26. Okay. And after that, you move base 2, like you have written
You
here.
support that.
Hello? Hello, Mohammed.
It's a network issue.
Yeah, how did you say?
Sir, I said that if we had instead of 26, if you use 4, then only ABCD will show.
Right. And then after that, you have to print the first letter. So to print the first letter, you already know that printing code is 2. Like line print, you have written this code, and this for creation of the line. And here to print A, you have to give that, and then move A. So whatever you want to print, so by default, you have to take that register DL. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so
DL.
DL is only to show the output. I mean,
Sir, if I
whatever output
here
will
write, sir, if I
Hmm.
here write B, then what is the? It will start from B.
Yeah, it should start from B. Okay, let's check that.
Okay, sir. And what? Yes, sir. Let's see.
Then you'll gain at the end of the, I mean, after Z, you will get a new character that is not later.
Yes, sir. Let's see.
Look, you get another character, so that is not later.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yes, sir.
it starting one is the B.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so after that, so when you print that B, so you have to give that interrupt. You can always see that this interrupt is there. This interrupt 21A. So when you finish some job, you have to put that interrupt. So that's why we're putting this interrupt here in loop. Okay, that means why we're putting this interrupt in loop, not here, because we want to continue this interrupt after every letter.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you want to increment this DL. That means the value of DL will be incremented by 1. So if it is B, it will go to C. Then if you C, it will go to D, something like that. And this is the loop P. So you can also write whatever you want. That is totally up to you. You can write nominal.
Then we have to change
And
also loop nominal.
yes, so you have to. This loop will be nominal. Otherwise, it will be error.
Not work.
It will not work. Yes. So
Okay, sir.
exactly same thing you have to write. Okay, so that is the best.
Sir, it's
Yes.
possible to show every letter in space, A space, B space, because there are.
Yeah. So yeah, you can give space for that. So now you have to know what is the ASCII code for space. What is the ASCII code for space? You have to know that actually from the table. We have a table. You can see.
Yes, sir.
We have a table and you have to bring that code here, that space code from the table. Okay, hopefully you can bring that, I think.
Sir, if we use the what should I put this new line code, then it is for A, B, C, D like that way.
Oh, yeah,
New line
so
code.
new line. Okay, you are going to new line. Okay, let's bring that here. What happens? Let's
Then
see.
copy and paste, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so N21 is, okay, you have to understand that first. So N21, then we want to give a new line, then I can B, then I can, okay, let's check if we put here what will happen.
So, sir.
It's not working.
Yes, sir.
It's not working. There are maybe some problem. So it's not working. So what happens if we put this before loop? Okay, actually, when you put that, so you have to be careful. You have to think about that. So they are also counting this. I mean, this value with the B, with the B. So how can we do that here? So B then CR. Okay, what happens if we assign some variable here? Okay, so after that we want to go to a new line after B. So here we can, what can we put here? CRLF. Okay, let's not work. Not working, not working, not working. CRLF, so CRLF, then N21 is N21 is
We don't use new line code here. And that may be so.
no, CRLF is also for new line. Sometimes we put that code,
Oh,
CR and LF.
okay.
So you want to go to new line after B, right? That is what you're saying.
Yes, sir. If you want, then you can ignore it, sir, because time is limited.
Yeah, so you can think about that actually.
Yes,
You
sir.
can
We can
think
try
about
it
that.
at home, sir. It is very
Okay, so please share someone your screen. Please share your screen. Okay, so please, anyone, can you share your screen? Okay, so someone please share your screen and please write what is that? Yeah, so please write the code for what?
স্যার অনেকে জয়েন হতে পারতেছে না স্যার, ওয়েটিং দেখাচ্ছে।
I see. Okay, everybody join now, right? Okay. Yeah, so okay, so I gave you the code in chat box, so yeah, so please someone share your code screen and write quickly code for 2 to 50. কে কারো ল্যাপটপ নেই?
ল্যাপটপ আছে কিন্তু ল্যাপটপে তো কানেকশন নেই স্যার।
কানেকশন নেই মানে?
নেট কানেকশন স্যার, মোবাইলে কানেক্ট করা। বাড়িতে নেটওয়ার্ক পায় না স্যার।
কার আছে ইয়ে করেন? কারণ নেই
স্যার ফাংশন গুলো মুখে মুখে বলি স্যার।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ তা বলতে পারেন, বলেন। ওই আমি দেখেন চ্যাট বক্সে দিচ্ছি, কোথায় চেঞ্জ হবে আমাকে বলেন।
স্যার মুভ CX26 এর জায়গায় সে 25 দেই।
ওকে,
দেন মুভ DL, দেন বি এর জায়গায় স্যার 2
বি এর জায়গায় 2, ওকে।
and we can change increment.
increment
ইনক্রিমেন্টের জায়গায় 2 করে ইনক্রিমেন্ট করে দিলেই তো হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
সবাই কি এটাই বলতেছে নাকি?
সরি স্যার।
স্যার ইনক্রিমেন্ট কি স্যার ডিএল লিখতেই হবে ওখানে নাকি স্যার 2 দিলেও হবে স্যার? এটা তো বুঝতেছি না।
You can put also 2. For that, what you have to write? Can you tell? So you can also put 2 if you want, but for that, what do you need to do? Any idea?
স্যার 10H লাইক
10H, 10H, 10H.
হেক্সা ভ্যালু।
Okay. So what did you say? What did you say?
স্যার হো ইমরান আর আমি।
Yeah, you.
স্যার ইনক্রিমেন্টে কি হবে স্যার?
Okay, you can put increment. That doesn't matter. So you can put increment. Okay, you cannot see my screen.
নো স্যার।
Oh, okay. Okay, I think you can see. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we got it. Okay, so we have written here the loop concept. Okay, so after that, so what did you say, Haminul? 25?
স্যার আমরা যে কয়টা শো করব সেই কয়টাই তো এখানে হবে স্যার 25 ইনস্টেড অফ
Okay, 25. 25 means 25 into 2, 50. Yeah, it should be 50. Let's check. So A is 2, and here we should 2, right?
yes sir 2.
2. Okay, so always remember, so you have to put character 2, okay? Don't put like this 2. Then it will not work. So it should be character 2. After that, increment DL, okay, that is okay. So what do you have to do here? Increment, okay. So if you run this, what you will get? What you are getting now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. এখানে তো প্রবলেম আছে।
স্যার এখানে বাইট ভেরিয়েবল করে শো করতেছে।
এখন আমরা বাইট নিয়ে কাজ করতেছি আর কি। ডিএক্স দিলে কি হয় এখানে? মনে হয় না কাজ করবে। এটা কাজ করবে না। আমাদের
স্যার ডাইরেক্ট ভ্যালু বসান তো স্যার 2 সেক্ষেত্রে কি হয়?
আচ্ছা, আমরা তাহলে ওই 9 পর্যন্তই রাখি আপাতত। অ্যাসেম্বলি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে অনেক ঝামেলা, এটা খুবই ইজিলি কাজ করে না আর কি।
জি স্যার চাইলেই স্যার পরিবর্তন করতে পারা যায় না স্যার।
চাইলেই করা যায় না এটা সবসময়, কারণ এখানে ওই যে এটা একটা ঝামেলা আছে এখানে, ওই যে ডাবল মানে আমরা যদি 2 বাইটে যাই তখন আবার এটা অত ইজি না, যেমন ম্যাথল্যাব এগুলোতে অনেক ইজি, বাট এখানে একটু অন্যরকম।
স্যার
তাহলে আমরা
একটা নিউ লাইন ক্রিয়েট করার জন্য স্যার কতগুলো লাইন লেখা লাগতেছে স্যার?
জি এখানে একটু ঝামেলা আছে আর কি, ওল্ড ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ তো এই জন্য আর কি। তো এখানে আমরা 4 পর্যন্ত রাখি আর কি, 4, 2, 4, 4, 4, 8 পর্যন্ত দিলে কি আসে? 2, 3 কি আসলো? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 পর্যন্ত চলে আসলো। তাহলে এখানে আমরা কমায় দেই 4 পর্যন্ত রাখি। দুই, 3, 4, 5। সো তাহলে 2, 3, 4, 5 আসছে।
স্যার এখানে ইনক্রিমেন্টটা 1 করে কাজ করতেছে স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, ইনক্রিমেন্ট তো সবসময় 1 করে কাজ করে। সো এখানে আরেকটা ইনক্রিমেন্ট দিতে হবে তাহলে INC
তাহলে দুইটা ইনক্রিমেন্ট হবে স্যার।
DL। সো 2 ইনক্রিমেন্ট। নাও এটা কি কাজ করে দেখি। এবার কাজ করবে। এই যে এবার চলে আসছে 2, 4, 6, 8। কিন্তু এখানে 10 এ গেলেই প্রবলেম হবে। 10 এ গেলে প্রবলেম, 10 এ গেলে প্রবলেম। এই রেজিস্ট এখানে কাজ করবে না ভালো মতো, বুঝছেন? কারণ হচ্ছে এটা তো 8086, এখানে তো ম্যাক্সিমাম 16 বিটই যায়। সো আমরা 10 এ যেতে পারবো, 10 এ যেতে পারবো। এটার জন্য হয়তো চেঞ্জ করতে হবে অনেক কিছু, বাট আমরা 10 এর বেশি আর যেতে পারবো না। কারণ 10 এ তো আমাদের 16তে কত, 16, 20। এখানে আমরা চাইলে অ্যাডও লিখতে পারি ইনক্রিমেন্ট বাদ দিয়ে। অ্যাড DL, 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 2। ওকে, তাহলে এক লাইনে হয়ে গেল। রান 2, 4, 6, 8। 2, 4, 6, 8 এর মধ্যে সীমাবদ্ধ রাখে। তো এই হচ্ছে ব্যাপার আর কি, এভাবে চলবে।
স্যার আপার লিমিটটা কাজ করতেছে না স্যার, সর্বোচ্চ কত পর্যন্ত কাউন্ট করবে?
সর্বোচ্চ কত পর্যন্ত কাউন্ট করবে? এখানে 10 দিলে কি কাজ করে? ক্যারেক্টার 10 বলে কিছু আছে?
না স্যার 10 হবে তখন।
এটা তো ডিএল দেওয়া যাবে না, কিন্তু ডিএক্স এ কি নাই আউটপুট দেখায় নাকি? না, এটা কাজ করতেছে না। ক্যারেক্টার 10 কাজ করে না।
10 এর পরে তো এবিসি মানে এবিসিডি আসার কথা না।
10 মানে এ হয়ে যাচ্ছে, এই জন্য কাজ করতেছে না এটা।
স্যার হেক্সাতে কাজ করতেছে নাকি?
হেক্সাতেই তো কাজ করার
এটা
কথা।
হেক্সাতেও কাজ করার কথা না নাকি? হেক্সাতে
স্যার
দিলে
এই
তো
যে
আবার
10 এর
এ হয়ে যাচ্ছে, হেক্সাতে এ হয়ে যাচ্ছে না হেক্সাতে নাকি?
স্যার ওটা
না,
আরেকবার চেক করেন তো স্যার, দেখি কি আসে।
আরেকবার ট্রাই করেন।
হেক্সাতে এ হবে কেন? মানে
ও স্যার ওইটা না, ওইটা না স্যার, এই যে মোব সিএক্স কমা স্যার ওখানে 26 বা একটু বেশি দিয়ে এখানে জাস্ট 2 থেকে শুরু করেন স্যার, মানে কত আসে আমরা দেখতে যাচ্ছি।
এখানে 8 পর্যন্ত আসবে, 8 পর্যন্ত এসে তারপরে ওই যে ক্যারেক্টার আসতেছে ওগুলোর জন্য।
ও ক্যারেক্টার চলে আসতেছে,
ক্যারেক্টার চলে আসতেছে, নাম্বার তো আসতেছে না। ওই যে ক্যারেক্টার গুলো আসতেছে টেবিল থেকে, যে ক্যারেক্টার আছে না 10 এর জন্য, ওই রকম ক্যারেক্টার আসতেছে আর কি।
র্যান্ডম স্যার। এই যে স্যার আচ্ছা এই প্রোগ্রাম তো মোটামুটি শেষ স্যার। এই যে এক্স ডিবি লুপ কনসেপ্ট, ওখানে স্যার ডিবির কাছে জন্য আমরা স্যার ডিডব্লিউ বাই ওই আরো যে ভ্যারিয়েবল ডিডব্লিউ তে এগুলো
ডিডব্লিউ দিলে ওয়ার্ড ভ্যারিয়েবল হবে ওটা।
এমনি কি প্রোগ্রামে কোনো চেঞ্জ আসবে এখানে?
না, ওটা তো এক্স এর জন্য, ওটার সাথে তো এটার কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই।
জি জি।
তো এখানে আবার এদের আবার একটু ঝামেলা আছে। এদের হচ্ছে ধরেন যে কোড আছে তো, যেমন ডিসপ্লে কোড এটা। সো এখন দেখা যাবে যে যখন আমি বাইট থেকে ওয়ার্ড ভ্যারিয়েবলে চলে যাচ্ছি, তখন ডিসপ্লে কোড এগুলাতে চেঞ্জ আসতে পারে, যেটা আমাদের চ্যাপ্টার 4 এর মধ্যে নেই।
স্যার এইচ এর জায়গায় সবগুলো কি এক্স ডিএক্স এরকম হবে? শুধু ওয়ার্ড
কিন্তু
আছে
এইস এর কোড তো আমাদের নেই এখানে চ্যাপ্টার 4 এ। এইস এর জায়গায় আপনি বলছেন এক্স, রাইট? না, এটা মনে হয় কাজ করবে না, কারণ ওটার কোড তো এইস, এটা তো আপনার প্রিন্টিং এর কোড না, এটা ইটস নট ওয়ার্কিং। Program has returned control to the operating system. যেমন এখানে যদি চেঞ্জ করি এটাও কাজ করবে না। Okay, so you have to play with that. So you got the concept. So now,
Yes, sir. আজকে ভালো লাগতেছে।
please, yeah. So play with that, and hopefully you understand lots of things.
Okay, sir. We will try at home.
That will be better.
Yes, sure, sir.
Okay, so আমাদের বেসিক্যালি এই জন্যই এখন 8086 নিয়ে খুব একটা কাজ হয় না আর কি। ওই যে আপনার এখন সবকিছু মাইক্রো কন্ট্রোলারের একটু কাজ হচ্ছে আর কি।
তাহলে স্যার এগুলো তো বাদ দেওয়া উচিত, নতুন নতুন সাবজেক্ট ঢোকানো দরকার।
তো মাইক্রো কন্ট্রোলার সাবজেক্টটা নেই, তবে আমরা দেখি যদি লাস্টের দিকে কিছু ওই ডিসকাস করা যায়। এখন তো 8086 এর খুব একটা কাজ হয় না নাকি, এটা অনেক আগের তো, আর ওল্ড হয়ে গেছে। ওকে, সো আতিকুর রহমান সাব্বির আহমেদ।
স্যার আমাদের প্রেজেন্ট 40 জন স্যার।
প্রেজেন্ট 40 জন, তো প্রথমটার জন্য অ্যাবসেন্ট স্টুডেন্ট তো অনেক, 51 জন। বা